Yes, I'm Matt Roberts. I am Matt with 1T, and I am the Group Director of Sustainability Strategy for Interserve PLC. To make it relevant, I think natural capital is a complex subject. Business struggles with complexity, particularly when it's outside the traditional role of business thinking. And most natural capital issues are very definitely externalities, and most business people are very well schooled in externalities are not my issue. I'm interested in those things that I can control. Making it relevant is the number one issue, to bring it and demonstrate to people in business that not only is natural capital loss, natural capital poor management an issue, but also that it's an opportunity to develop a new business, to develop a new business model. At the moment we are largely focused on how can we manage our supply chain risk and our reputation risk. We haven't taken the step into here is an opportunity for us to develop a new business model around managing the natural capital and the biodiversity and the ecosystem service opportunities that are out there. And I think we are still struggling to grasp that opportunity. There are some advanced thinkers in both the corporate world and in the SME sector who do understand that, but finding customers with real money is quite challenging, because at the moment nobody is compelled to pay, so most payment is based on a voluntary basis, and therefore it is only the most responsible businesses in the higher margin sectors that can afford the luxury of being able to offer payments where they don't have to. So the most tangible example I have within our own business world is developing some geospatial natural capital mapping tools which help make better and more informed decisions, bringing it into the decision-making process a broad range of natural capital externalities rather than just focusing on a single regulated species or habitat. And not being able to get any strawberries in February. So it is going to be a supply chain failure as a result of, and let's hope it's not a serious supply chain failure, but inevitably the agenda will be developed as a result of things like people not being able to get food or fuel or materials that they need, so they're beginning to think more about it, and they'll be prepared to pay to reduce the risk and enable continuous trading. So it's that license to operate, the license to trade, the license to continue to be a profitable business is at risk. And people might be prepared to pay something towards offsetting that risk. That's where we are. That's probably the nearest to market we are, and there are some places where within the water industry and a few others where that is already happening. But actually, people paying for the replacement of natural capital, I think, is still some way off. Think about the business model and think about where the profit will come from. Business is driven by profit. So if you have a tool or an approach or a piece of knowledge which you think has a business application, the first step needs to be, okay, how am I where's my business model that's going to generate a profit at the end of this, and then work through all of the what ifs along that chain, because there are so many bumps in the road. It is never a smooth journey from great idea to profitable business. It has many bumps in the road, but you've got to understand that the target is to make a return on the investment.